we want to revisit something, and this is not a spoiler. So I forget who posted it in the chat, but apologies. This is not a spoiler. The only spoiler is the N-1 is in the episode, which we knew because he's been flying that thing around for a little while now. That said, I want to revisit this topic. And I want to start with Optical because Kiko is going to shock the world, I feel like, and Optical might, depending upon what he says here. So, Optical, the N-1. Did you watch the Mando episode?
Yes.
Okay. The N-1 is in it. It makes an appearance. It's a good appearance. That's all I'll say. What do you think, Optical? We're revisiting this topic now. Will it be made? Because the people need to know.
I guess depending if DeLorean is going to sell out or not, because that would give them a hint that, hey, they're willing to buy vehicles again. Because back then, these guys were not selling. Like Ecto 1, that was discounted at Big Bad. Even DeLorean. It's why, like, if they can almost guarantee that this would, because if they make this, I'm assuming this will be more expensive than DeLorean. I don't know. Maybe same price. Right. I don't know. It looks bigger. Like it looks like it.
I think more. I think more. Yeah.
Let's say they're more because they're. What's that company? Yoast. That's kind of like their, kind of like training grounds. Like they're kind of like, oh, hey, there's a market for this. So I was like, all right, let's do the DeLorean again. Let's do the Batmobile again. I guess depending on those two, I think they already have the mold for this because they are obviously made one. I think it's just pulling the trigger of making it, for the masses. So I guess if DeLorean kind of like, all right, I don't know how many they made first and foremost, but if it sells, then I would see them making this.
Yeah. I think they're going to make it. And I've gone back and forth a little bit because I've said originally that they were going to make it. Then I started to lose hope as time went on. And I was like, all right, I'm starting to lose hope. Maybe Mario was right. Maybe they're not going to make it. Now I'm starting to regain that hope because I don't know if you saw this, Kiko and Optical, but I had Yost from Jazz Inc., the owner of Jazz Inc., on the show. And he said, I think there's a 75% chance or higher that Hot Toys is going to make that N-1 Starship. And he said, if they do not, which I strongly believe they will, then I will probably make it. So either way, somebody's going to make an N-1. It's just a matter of time. That said, Kiko, do you want me to share the photo you sent me? Because I don't know if it's going to help make your case or not.
Yeah, let's go ahead. So,
all right,
no, this is not going to be made. Because let's look at this damn Batwing. Look at that.
It's almost hitting the air conditioner.
I was like, this is what you're asking for? Because with a car, you can do something with that a little bit, but with a vehicle that is a ship, essentially, you have to mount it on the wall.
It's covering
the
Where
are you going? Look, you're having to, that is a hazard. And you got that damn little cord like running into the ground there. So no, this is not practical. I understand if you have a way to kind of display it properly, but the majority of people do not have the display space because this is what it's going to end up doing. And that is, you're not going to put a piece of art like that on the wall. I mean, it's silly. It's so silly. And I know they said at Jazz Inc., this is the way they want it displayed, but look how big that is. Hot Toys knows that a majority of people are not going to pay $2,500 for the N-1 Starfighter as much as they want to. You can't even get people to buy the Mandalorian figure, itself. You think they're going to buy the damn starship to go with it? Everyone's big talk until it actually comes up. You know that all the time. Oh yeah, day one pre-order. Then it comes up and they're like, try to collect the bill, and then nobody foots the bill. And you're like, oh shit, I guess maybe I don't have room for this. The thing that drives me crazy about this Batwing even is that everyone's like, hey, I bought this because I didn't want to miss out. I have nowhere to put it. And that's going to be the same thing with this. You're just going to have a bunch sitting around. This is not happening. I'm sorry. It's not.
Kiko, hear me out.
What?
Okay. What if they want to capitalize on the Mando hype here? And this is not, it's going to be expensive. I think this is probably going to be, I don't know if people feel sticker shock at all about this or not. I think this is going to be a $1,300 to $1,500 piece probably. I don't think this is going to be 3,000 or something crazy like that. I think they're going to, not undercut Jazz Inc. because Jazz Inc. hasn't made one, but I think they're going to try to be like, okay, this is friendly, and there's electronics and some it's mostly plastic and so forth. But I mean, it's going to take up a decent amount of space. The Batwing might actually be bigger. I don't know. That's a good
bigger.
Yeah, the Batwing does look a little bit bigger.
Occupies a lot of space.
Yeah, because the N-1 is kind of a little more narrow. The Batwing's
N-1
so wide.
is supposed to be longer. I think it's 6 feet long. If you do it to
it's pretty
scale,
long.
which they
That's
may
like me.
they may drop it a little bit. I mean, I just don't see where you're going to put it or display it. I mean, you're literally going to have to park that bitch in a garage.
I'll hang it on my wall, dude. I'll put it on my wall, dude. I honestly, I think it gets made though, because I think they're going to capitalize on the Mando hype.
Do you remember back in Toys R Us when Episode 1 came out? They had the N-1 Starfighter, like it was about that size that they'd hang from the Toys R Us ceilings, because they actually have one at Toy Department in Ohio, because Kenner and everything in that area. They have the prototype sitting in there, hanging in the store, and that's kind of what it would be like. But it was all plastic, though. It was just a Hasbro figure type of thing.
So there's a human for scale. That doesn't look too massive.
That's called depth of field. They're faking it. Look.
That's true. That's true. You are the photographer here.
He's probably about 4 feet in front of that thing.
Yeah, there's a figure in front of it. So
yeah, and look at the head of Boba Fett. Look at the head of Mando in there. Look how far back it is. Come on now.
Yeah, dude. I guess we'll see.
He just turned into a Black Series figure at that point.
Yeah, he did turn into a 12th scale figure. But optical. So what do you think? So let's put our odds on this before we move on. Optical. What do you think? What are the odds the N1 gets made?
I would say, because my theory is it depends on the other vehicles. So I would say it's 50-50. I think there's a chance, depending on the price, and they would look at the market. It's like, all right, yeah, why not? That Batwing, somebody bought it, so maybe somebody will buy this.
What if we do this, Kiko? Single Songwriter had a great comment. N1 comes apart in 4 pieces, can fit in a box the size of the Batmobile or DeLorean. Some assembly required. What if they do that? Well, I guess you still got to display it one way or another. Kiko, what's your overall? I was going to say,
it doesn't matter how it gets to you.
Are you going to say 0-100? Is that it?
Well, I know Carlos went ahead and dropped a bet in the chat. So
do you want to take that bet?
When he says revealed by the end of 2025, or in person's houses or people's houses at 2025, I need to know that, because
I would say revealed.
Damn.
I mean, there's a potential that anything could be revealed in the next 3 years. I mean, damn. I don't even know if I'll be alive in 3 years.
Yeah, I know, right? You never know. Live life to the fullest, YOLO. But I will say, Kiko, I think, by 2025, that's fair. Because it sounds like to me you're saying it's never going to be made. Is that what you're saying?
From Hot Toys. I really do not think Hot Toys is going to make this. That's what I'm getting at. That's a pretty hefty bet right there. So I think I know, because I need that damn Ecto-1. I need to figure that. So let me think about that through this show. So
yeah. Well, thank you for the super chat, Carlos.
And he just said announced for pre-order. So they have 2.5 years to announce this thing. I don't know, man. It seems like
because Kiko, that's fair, because it sounds like he's saying that he's interpreting that you're saying it's never going to be announced or made, period. Which is fair, because it sounds to me like what you're saying. That's fair.
Too. If I think it's not coming, I might as well just take it. So
right, exactly.
So so let me just understand.
What are your odds?
If I take the bet, I think it's 15% that Hot Toys makes this. So if I take that bet and the calendar turns over to 2026 and it's not here, I get an Ecto-1.
Yeah.
Is that what we're saying? Okay.
Yeah, that's a good. I mean, that's an 85% bet in your book.
Carlos will be dead by that time.
I think you're going to be wrong, though, Kiko. I want to caution you not to take that bet, because I think you might be wrong on this one. So but we'll see. But I'm gonna.
I also bet on Tommy Fury instead of Jake Paul. So I'm.
Oh, see, there you go. So you're making them. So you got extra money to spare then. But I would say that overall, I'm going to say optical 75-25. Yes, in favor of yay. I think it does.
Y'all are bold.
Yeah. Well, Optical's 50-50. He's straddling the fence. So, he's not too bold. I'm the bold one here right now. So, yeah. So, Carlos said, by January 1st, 2026, if there's no N1 announced for PO, then I will send you my Ecto-1 or $2,000.
Oh, whoa. Is he agreeing that the Ecto-1 is now $2,000? Because I'll pay right now.
Yeah, see, they're too
big. So it looks like 2,000 now.
Yeah.
There we go.
Kiko, I've been trying, bro. I've been telling Carlos, I'm like, sell Kiko the Ecto-1. He won't do it, bro. He won't do it. So.
He just hates me. That's what it is.
Yeah, I've been trying.
I will throw in a Maria Hill figure just for him.
Maria Hill figure. All right, guys.